at the Ernie Ball booth with Steve Morse. How you doing, brother?
All right, how are you?
Good,
You
good.
can hear from the sounds in the background. Cymbals, bass, guitar, saxophone.
Absolutely, it's a loud affair. So, what's 2016 looking like for you? We wrap things up this past year with Deep Purple.
Well, actually,
touring on the Now What album.
2016 is starting with Deep Purple and going all the way through into the fall.
Oh wow, okay.
So we're going into the studio in 4 days, and with Bob Ezrin producing this album, and then the original guys are going to do a Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Finally, after all these years.
And then we're going on tour right after that. Japan, Israel, Europe, and Mexico again. I'm not sure where else. There's a lot going on.
Nice. Will you be attending the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well?
No.
Okay.
No. It's they decided to have done a certain way, with the guys from the 60s and 70s only.
The different mocks of the ones.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And they left out some of the guys from the 60s, which is really weird.
Huh. Yeah.
Like the original bass player. They got the original singer, but not the original bass player. So, very strange.
Yeah, those things get a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So, your turning point, I'd imagine, came from getting expelled in 10th grade.
That was a turning point.
Led you to music school, didn't it?
Yeah. Sort of, yeah. I had to figure out how to get into college without a high school diploma, stuff like that. But that was a rough time to, in the 60s, to be living in the South and have long hair.
Oh, I bet.
It wasn't entirely welcoming in a lot of places. But hopefully all that stuff is behind us now.
For sure.
People just concentrate on what they should be concentrating on in school.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about your signature model?
Yes.
You've got?
Here we go. It started with my Frankentelli, a Strat Telly guitar that I had, and I wanted to take the good parts of that guitar and make it even better. So pretty much used a similar neck, but added 1 fret. The reason it's not 24 frets is because this pickup needs to be here, close to the center of the string, to get the fat tone that I need. And then these 2 pickups were the ones that DiMarzio and I designed together.
Oh, wow.
That were the signature sound of my Telly Strat. So we use them again on this. A lightweight wood, and those pickups are mounted on a pickguard, Fender style. Leo Fender actually started Music Man years back in the day. And then we got 2 also DiMarzio single coil pickups. The same wiring and switch arrangement that I use. Single volume and tone, they're both very effective and smooth. Volume control has to be used all the time if you want to keep your job as a guitarist.
Yeah.
You could change your tones so much by reducing the amount of gain. It changes your tone quite a bit. I do that. I change it constantly. And also, when I'm playing down low, I use this pickup. And as I move up the neck, I use this pickup.
Oh wow.
So
that just gives you quick access to be able to.
That's why this is only a 3-way switch here. For a lot of the stuff I do, this is 1 preset, and that's 3, and then we got another 3-way switch here. It's ideal for me, and it confuses people sometimes, the switching, but it's another cool thing about my guitar is it balances perfectly. You just set it on your...
Oh wow.
With no...
Look at that.
It's a perfect balance.
Huh, so how did you get that?
You can practice for hours, and it's got a gentle edge, even on the YGT. So you can rest your arm without cutting it into like a Les Paul.
Did it take a long time for you to get the body down the way you wanted so you could get that balance and the comfortability that you would want playing with it?
No, it wasn't hard at all, actually. It just, just put everything in the right place. and not, this smaller headstock really helps.
Okay.
Because of the smaller headstock, you can put this in a 3/4 size gig bag. And I do this all the time. I go around the world with it. Put in one of those Roadrunners, 3/4 size student guitar, tiny little gig bag. It just barely fits. Zip it up, and it's got a handle here, and you carry it like this. Give them your ticket, and when you're getting on the plane like this, guitars. It's just carrying. It's not like a big, huge thing, you know.
That's great, and you don't have to worry about it getting banged around, being shipped. And
yes,
that's perfect.
And you know, when I get in a taxi or limo or bus with a bunch of people, like sometimes the whole band, we get off the plane and we have to take a bus to the terminal from the airport. I just sit it. You know, it's so small I can be in a crowded situation and it never gets in the way. So I don't have to put it somewhere. It's just always with me. And that's a big advantage. A guitar that gets played is worth a lot more than a guitar that doesn't get played.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons, you know, it's just like having a Swiss Army knife or an iPhone. It does a lot of different things well. It doesn't do one thing perfect. But
absolutely. Well, you've been a huge influence on so many. I mean, John Petrucci considers you a major influence on him, and he's one of the greatest guitarists going on. So you've really left your mark in the.
That's pretty amazing credentials for me to have.
Yeah.
John is incredible. Nobody can do what he does so well.
Now you've got 20 years in Deep Purple. You've got time in Kansas, Dixie Dregs. I mean, your history speaks for itself. You're an amazing guitarist. It was a joy seeing you last summer at the Costa Mesa.
Thank you. I'm actually in my 23rd year with Purple.
Yeah, since '94. Wow. And it looks like 2016 is going to be busy. So best of luck to you, and thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Good morning.